let's get real about something that's super important, wearing wigs and what it could be doing to your hair. Now, don't get me wrong, wigs are awesome for changing up your style. They make us feel beautiful, they can bring us confidence, and they usually affect our mood in a positive way. But if we're not careful, they can potentially cause our own hair to thin, make our hairline recede, or cause something called traction alopecia, which is basically hair loss because of all that tension. And this type of hair loss happens due to consistent tensions or pulling on the hair shafts. So like tight braids or clips or the snug fit of a wig can put continuous pressure on the hair follicles, leading to weakened roots and, unfortunately, eventually hair loss. Our hairline is super sensitive. Literally anything pulling or tugging on it is like a no-go zone because it can seriously mess things up. You've probably heard of, or maybe you've seen some videos on people talking about how to grow back your edges. Well, it makes you wonder in the first place, like, what happened to their edges? Wigs. But is it really the wigs themselves that cause hair loss or thinning? I would argue that wigs alone are not the cause, but rather how we decide to secure the wigs to our head, the attachments we use and the adhesives we use, and our lack of attention and care given to our own hair underneath while wearing the wig is what causes the damage. And those clips you find in wig caps, they're seriously troublemakers, guys. They tug on your hair and they can even cause bald patches or make your hair really, really thin out. That's why I choose to completely stay away from wigs with clips. In fact, I refuse to purchase wigs that have clips altogether because I don't like using them. I already have really, really thin hair underneath because of my Graves' disease, and the last thing I need are wig clips yanking and pulling on my hair. Like, think about how harsh that is on your hair. Essentially, like a wig clip attaches to a teeny tiny portion of your hair. Maybe there's two on both sides. Maybe there's one at the back to keep your wig on. And as you move about through your day and toss your hair from side to side, or you run your fingers through your hair, those clips are yanking and pulling on those teeny tiny patches of hair. And that little patch of hair being held on by those clips are literally screaming at you every single time you yank or tug on them. And especially if you wear these clips every single day, this will cause thinning. You may not feel the hair being pulled out, but over time, guaranteed, you're gonna start to notice it. So for this reason, guys, I am all about the glueless wigs. They don't need any adhesives to stay on your head. They've got these ear tabs that keep the wig secure without yanking on your natural hair. Literally, this wig I'm wearing, guys, has these ear tabs, and pretty much all the wigs I wear have ear tabs because I, again, won't wear clips. The wigs that you can wear glueless are my absolute favorite, and frankly, I believe these are truly the best for your own hair. It's with these types of wigs that I've actually seen someone's own hair underneath grow back to being healthier and becoming stronger altogether. This was actually the case for my own hair even, but that's for another video. I've actually reviewed a bunch of wigs on my channel, and they're all glueless cap constructions because I truly believe that they are the absolute best way to go if you want to wear wigs, especially if you want to wear wigs every single day, guys. You got to go the glueless route. In fact, I made a video on how I secure my glueless wigs to my head using only a wig grip, and it's fast and it's efficient. I apply my wigs like this to my head every single day. If you want to see how I do that, I will put the link right up above here for your convenience. So whether it's a human hair wig or a synthetic wig, look for those ear tabs and avoid the clips if you don't want to damage your own hair. So let me show you the ear tabs on my own wig really quickly. So this is the ear tab here. And in all of my review videos, guys, on my wigs, you'll see this same ear tab because I'm obsessed with them and I feel like they're the absolute best for your head if you're gonna be like me and wear your wig every single day. So this is a felt ear tab. It's really soft and it has these stays in there that holds it to your head, holds it secure. So literally it's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna like shift around underneath. And as you can see, like this is like a really simple job. It's not like I braided down my hair. I just did a little teeny tiny bun at the back of my head, back of my neck, and wore the wig grip. And this wig is not gonna come off, as you'll see throughout the whole rest of this video. Now, securing your wig down or lying your wig down with glue or tape, it might seem like a good idea for a secure fit, especially if you're going on vacation and need your wig to stay on day in and day out. But here's the thing, while it stays put, it can cause some serious friction and stress on your hairline, especially when you're sleeping. In fact, I recommend never sleeping in your wigs. if you can help it. I mean, if you have to or you're more comfortable like that, just be aware you could stress your own hair underneath. And so this is why I believe it's so important to take your wig off before you go to sleep. Using glue or tape once in a while isn't bad, but using it daily, guys, is just really not a good idea. That's when you're gonna start to see damage. I'll link a video where I show how I glue my human hair wig down with Got2b glue. I'll put it right here. And just like how you can get specific glue to apply your lace fronts, you can also get specific adhesive remover to help you remove lace front wigs too. And all you need to do is apply enough adhesive remover to soften the glue so that you can slowly take the wig off with ease. If you do feel like the wig isn't moving easily, then apply more of the remover and then wait for a few minutes before you try to remove the wig again. Now, how you remove your wig, if you've glued it down or you've taped it, this is super important if you don't want to damage your hair. If you're using Got2b glue, for example, it just comes right off with water, so you can get a wet cloth and just tap your head with some water and it will just come right off. On the other hand, you could just hop in the shower and get your wig wet and your wig will just slide right on off your head. But you definitely don't want to be yanking off your wig without a proper remover, or in the Got2b glue case without water. Just make sure you're super careful, because this is when you can damage your own hair. Wearing wigs can also impact the health of your scalp. It's an essential aspect that often gets overlooked. We don't usually think about this. So whether you're wearing a synthetic wig or a human hair wig, the effects on your scalp can truly be significant. Like, imagine your own hair is tightly pressed up against a wig for extended periods of time. So while it might look fantastic, this close contact interferes with the natural functioning of your scalp's sweat glands. And these glands are crucial for maintaining a healthy environment for your hair follicles. They help to regulate temperature, they produce oils, and help to keep your scalp moisturized and nourished. So when your scalp is confined under a wig, guys, it disrupts this natural process of releasing toxins through sweat. This buildup of sweat can potentially clog pores, it can interfere with hair follicle health, and as a result, it might lead to scalp irritation, dandruff, or even hindered hair growth. It's not something we want. Now, this doesn't mean you have to say goodbye to wigs, but what it does mean is that it's a good idea to take your wig off at night and let your hair breathe. I wear my wigs every day through the day, but never at night when I go to bed. And as soon as I get home from work, I take my wig off to let my head be free and to let it breathe. And then, so guys, definitely make sure to opt for wig caps made of breathable materials. For example, wefted caps allow for more air to pass through the cap. And make sure to cleanse your own scalp regularly to remove any buildup or residue. Also, think about opting for wigs that fit comfortably without exerting excessive pressure on your scalp. So this means avoiding tight hairstyles or accessories that pull on your hair too tightly. So let's say if you have a lot of hair and you're braiding down your own hair, just make sure that that braid isn't going to be too tight and isn't going to be pulling on your hair. And then obviously, if you wear a wig grip or when you put your wig cap on, just make sure that nothing's tugging. So like, for example, when I first put my wig grip on and then my wig cap, what I'll do is I'll move my neck from left and right, up and down, and just make sure that nothing is catching, nothing is tugging, and nothing is pulling. Because I've definitely done it before where like I'll put my whole everything together and then I'll go step outside without checking it first, and I'll be hanging out with friends or family or at work, and then like someone said something or you need to look over there and then you're like, ow. If like your client or somebody you're with doesn't know you wear wigs and then all of a sudden you need to like shift your hair around, I mean, it can be like a little awkward for yourself. So moral of story, just make sure your wig is not pulling at home and then you're good to go. You can wear it for the whole day and not worry about things being yanked out. As long as you're caring for your own hair and scalp underneath the cap, being careful as to what adhesives and attachments you use, you'll actually experience the positive side to wigs, how they can actually benefit your natural hair growth. Contrary to the common misconception that wigs can only harm your hair, they're only gonna hurt your hair, they can also be a secret weapon in your quest for stronger, healthier hair. And we'll cover this in an upcoming video. In my upcoming video, I'll also be diving into how to maintain a healthy scalp while still embracing the wig life. Stay tuned for those essential tips. And if this information resonated with you, don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing for more wiggy content on my channel. I always love having you guys here with me. Thank you so much for joining me in this conversation today, and I'll see you next time.